Today in this video, what I'm going to cover is just the basics of clicker training, and with that I'm also going to kind of show a little bit of how I'm teaching Truly how to back up. The reason why I want to teach her how to back up is because we are going to be utilizing a bus next semester on campus. This particular bus is pretty small, so it only has the front-facing seats. This can make it a little bit difficult for Truly to get in and out easily. And it gives me a harder time as well trying to exit the bus in a quick and smooth fashion. So I decided to kind of utilize the clicker method to kind of help train this behavior. And also, I'm going to show a little bit of us kind of just touching up on some behaviors and me reinforcing that with the food reward. The basics of using clicker training in order to train or basically what you want to do is teach your dog how to touch your hand, you click, and you give a reward. We use food, and we also use verbal and physical praise. So what you were noticing at the beginning was I had Truly touch my hand. All I had to do was hold my hand out, and she would target. I would click, and I would reward with a treat. And that kind of gets her excited and ready to do it and ready to work and play. She gets really, really excited, and it's great to watch. So when I started actually training her to back, I kind of use my hands to kind of not really push her back, but position her to where she knows she needs to back up. And when she takes that step back, I click, which bridges that second or so between what she did and the food reward. And that lets her know, okay, that's the behavior that I need to focus on. That's what I need to do. At this point, once Truly was kind of getting the idea, I introduced using a chair to kind of get her used to the idea of backing up. And it took her a little while to kind of put everything together. I'm still having to position her and kind of help her out a little bit. Initially, I was using 2 chairs to kind of simulate the environment of the bus, but it just really wasn't working out for viewing purposes, and it was very difficult for everybody to see kind of what was going on, so I just switched to 1 chair, which made it easier on all of us, really. So this next portion of the video, you are going to see me kind of help Truly brush up on some of the skills that we just want to practice a little bit more and kind of remind her what she needs to do in some situations. So what you are going to see is I'm at my grandparents'. They have quite a bit of fun obstacles we can play with. So initially we go down the bank of a pond, we come back up, and she stops both times for the inclines and declines. And then we're going to go play kind of with some barrels. I want her to either one, stop and show me the barrel, or I want her to take me around to a different path. From there, we're just going to kind of walk around the pond. We have some trees that have overhangs, and I really want her to focus on looking up. That's one thing that we really had a problem with lately is looking up. She's actually ran me into the same tree several different times at my grandparents' house, at my boyfriend's house. And I just kind of want to work on that a little bit more. Next, she takes me to a set of stairs, and she has a little bit of trouble finding them at first, which, I mean, she's not a robot. She's not going to get everything 100% all the time. And I just kind of want to remind people of that. And then from there we go, and I wanted to see what she would do with the tarp that we have on the ground. And basically, she did really well. She stopped to show me that there was a change in texture, and it was kind of weird looking, and she probably wasn't sure what she should do, so she stopped and she showed it to me. And then lastly, what we see is Truly stops for a set of, it looks like a small tree blew down and it cracked into several pieces. So we go both ways. We go one way first, and it just has some little twigs and stuff that she stops and she shows me and she takes me through. The second time going back, I directed her towards the vast majority of the tree, and she stopped to show me, and then she found the alternate path. So lastly on this video, we have a pretty good opportunity to kind of desensitize Truly to the horses running around. My sister was actually playing donkey noises, and it made both of the horses and our young Jenny run around. It was really crazy. And Truly has never really gotten to experience this up close, and I decided to let her have a chance to see what she would do. She handled it really, really well. She was interested, but not really too distracted by it, which was really, really good. And then after that, I had my sister play dog sounds as we walked by, which you cannot hear it on the video, unfortunately. And Truly has a really big dog distraction, so she did really well. I had to kind of get her attention one or two times, but other than that, she was fantastic.